My name is Robin Root James. I am with the Bellevue Botanical Garden. I'm a volunteer here, as most of the people who you'll see throughout the garden today. When the garden started, what was really special is this wasn't a garden at all. This was someone's home. Cal and Harriet Schwartz, when they were getting close to retirement, were generous enough to give us 7 acres in their home that became the start of the garden itself. And that was back in the 80s. At which point, local people who lived around Wilburton thought, gosh, what if we could do more with this garden and make more of it? And they began the Bellevue Botanical Garden Society. So this right here is the perennial garden. We also have a fuchsia garden. We have a water-wise garden. We have an alpine rock garden. We have a hardy fern area. We have an American interpretation of a Japanese garden. So there's lots of other sister partners that have done and provided this beautiful place for us. True Japanese garden has unique ingredients that you must have to be truly a Japanese garden. We don't have all the ingredients, so it's an American interpretation of a Japanese garden. This gate is made out of a Port Orford cedar, and although you'll see nails in it, these are simply all for beauty's sake. There's no nails in any of the construction of this specific entrance. And this is the only part of the garden that is fenced, as you would see in a traditional Japanese garden. And it's 1 acre in this little garden. So this was given to us by the PJA Foundation, whose mission statement was to help the community. And it was created beautifully. They actually, when they built this, they shot an arrow from one side of the ravine to the other and then started pulling it across the cables in order to create it, because they didn't want to damage the understory below. So it was all made above ground from the guy wires and building down. We offer events virtually every month of the year. The Fuchsia Society is having a plant sale. We also have what's called Pops in the Park. That's up in our grand lawn up here. And that is a free event where we have bluegrass music or jazz, just depending on what the event chair likes as their music choice. And we offer that free to the community to come to. We also have the Garden Delights, which is one of our biggest. That one has people interested in seeing the holiday lights, and that's when the garden is simply bathed in lights. We give about a quarter of those nights free, and the other are by online registration and payment. It's $5 a person. I would say in spring, in full bloom. So that is May and June is when so many people are excited by flowers in bloom, and that's when the garden is at its prime. Right now, this is Main Street, which is the main drag that you'll come into, and we're putting in a new drive that's almost finished. This footprint of land is about the same of what it was before, but we're going to be able to house about 3 times as many cars there, so we'll have ample parking for our guests.